Eric and Brent here. Glad to be back. As you can see, we got the old 13B still sitting here. It hasn't gone anywhere, but Brent and I decided to go to the dark side. This is no longer going to go back in the RX8. We're going to throw this in the old garbage. It's nice, but it's not nice enough. Brent, follow me over here, would you? Ladies and gentlemen, would you look at that? The dark side got us. We're going to stick a V8 in the old RX8. Sorry, Rotary. Sorry. So, we got all 4.8 out of the old Silverado. I think it's a 2001 model. It's a Gen 3 motor, not that big of a deal. So, today's goal for the video is we're going to take this, we're going to strip her down. And we're going to keep it a simple build. We're going to strip the harness off today, the heads, so on and so forth. We can't use the intake because it's too high. We are going to do a cam swap. We're changing springs out in the head as well. Change the old timing chain. Other than that, we'll just keep it simple for now. It's a simple build. We also got, you can see over here, with the old T56 tranny to go in there as well. Might as well, right? So, let's go ahead. We're going to drop this motor off the old engine stand. We're going to stick this motor on the engine stand and we're going to start stripping her down. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, so we got the harness off the old LS engine there. The fuel injector plugs for some reason were being quite obnoxious to come off. I don't know if just because it's so old or what, but they were big a pain. So now that we got the harness off the engine, you know, we'll set this to the side. The next thing we're going to focus on is this old intake. So we're not actually going to use this intake. It's for trucks. Supposedly you'll yield more torque out of the old truck intakes, but we don't want it. It's too high rise for us. Maybe we'll throw it on Brent's Jeep one of these days, or just a massive blower, which I would recommend, but you know, Brent does whatever Brent does. Anywho, so let's get this intake off. After the intake, we'll move on to the heads, etc. So let's get back to it. Alright guys, check it out. So we got the intake off. It was quite lighter than expected, and what was cool was they make the gasket so it just clips onto the bottom of the intake. Neat little thing there, if you will. We got the valley cover off. We got the knock sensors out. We got the cam sensor out as well. Things are going pretty smooth. So the next couple things we're going to be doing, we're going to pull this fan off, pull the water pump off, and after that, move on to the heads. So it's going pretty quick. We did notice that there must have been a mouse trying to make a home inside of this header because it is filled with little bird seed of sort. Kind of funny. So, anyways, let's get back to work. guys. So we managed to get both heads off the motor. They don't look too bad. If you come over here, guys, and have a look at this. So the cylinder walls don't look terrible as well. There's a little bit of carbon buildup in each cylinder head. This looks like it's been sitting a little while. You see some of the electrolysis in the ports here for the radiator fluid. That's no big deal. We'll try to clean it up the best we can. But overall, it looks pretty good. Our trays to separate all the hardware hadn't come in yet, so we used a nice, lovely bit of styrofoam. But as you can see, we got both heads off. They look fairly clean on the inside. We're gonna clean these up because there's so much carbon buildup from the emissions crap. Unfortunately, they pump, exhaust back into the intake. It doesn't look very good. But overall, the motor looks pretty good thus far. We're gonna quickly open this, make sure all the oil is drained out of it. After that, we're gonna start looking to pull this pulley off, and then we'll pull the front cover off so we can pull the timing chain, etc. off. The oil pan needs to come off as well so that we can pull this front cover off. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start draining this. So let's get back to it. Alright guys, check it out. So we managed to get our oil pan off. On top of the oil pan, we pulled the oil pickup off. We got the front cover plate off. We managed to pull the timing cover chain. We got the upper sprocket off as well. We need to get a different pulley so we can pull this lower sprocket off as well. We managed to get the cam out. Bearings don't look too bad for the cam, so that's positive as well. So we have to look to, next thing to do, clean this block off the best that we can so we can get it ready for the new cam, new lifters, new timing chain and covers, etc. Definitely have to look to get a low profile oil pan to fit in the RX8. What else is there, Brent?
I think that's about it. Test fitting some stuff and ordering some things.
There you go. So we're going to have to test fit. We went to figure out the upper intake. We had ordered a low pro intake. Looking at it, doesn't seem like it's going to fit too well on our heads, so we'll have to figure that out. We also got to get some springs for the heads, so we get some stronger springs in there so we can rev this thing to the moon.
To the moon!
But I think that's it for this episode for today. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching us disassemble this V8. If you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe, share with your friends. And as always, thanks for watching.